that something the size of the Earth might be out there, far away in the Oort cloud, disrupting things. That's the last gasp of the Nemesis theory.
We may never know what's nudging Oort cloud objects out of orbit, and it's not the only mystery out there. We still don't know where the solar system ends.
Finding the edge of the solar system helps us with the bigger problem of understanding the solar system as a whole. How do you know when you have the whole solar system until you found the edge?
But perhaps the biggest mystery of all is that our solar system, with a medium-sized star at its center, seems to contain far too many objects in its outer reaches, which raises the prospect that many of these icy lumps originated from elsewhere in the galaxy.
Theoretically, we can calculate how many comets should have formed when the solar system itself formed. And then we can look at the number of these comets coming in from the Oort cloud and try to figure out how many are actually out there. It turns out the two numbers are way off. The number that formed with the sun is much, much smaller than the number of comets we infer are out there.
There's simply too much material in the Oort cloud to belong to one average-sized star.
The only way we can balance these two numbers is if the sun, when it was young, was a thief.
5 billion years ago, a supernova exploded, sending a shockwave through a vast cloud of dust and gas. It compressed the cloud, creating regions of dense gas. A star nursery. Hundreds of pockets of gas collapsed under their own gravity, giving birth to hundreds of sibling stars.
We think our sun formed with brothers and sisters in clusters, and the sun we think formed in a cluster with 400, 500 other stars.
If you can picture these stars forming, and they're very small compared to the distance between them, but their own cloud of comets is very large. So it's possible to steal comets from each other. Well, the sun was smart, and it walked away when it was ahead. It got a bunch of comets from other stars, and then went on its own way.
Some of the stuff orbiting us right now far away could have come from those other young stars.
This cosmic sibling rivalry may still be happening. Our sun could be stealing objects from nearby stars, while they are stealing from our Oort cloud.
The nearest star that our Oort cloud butts right up against the solar system of is Alpha Centauri. There's probably another Oort cloud around Alpha Centauri. Maybe there are objects that even switch between the two stars. So halfway in between these two stars is where we find the true edge of our solar system.
The edge could spell disaster.
Alpha Centauri could have a real effect on life here on Earth. It could be that that star and the objects around it in its Oort cloud have some gravitational effect on our Oort cloud. When something falls in, that may have been due to the influence of our nearest star.
So it's hard to know where our solar system ends and a new one begins.
We humans love hard edges. We like boundaries. But the solar system, it's not like that. It just fades away. It blends into the galaxy at large.
The sun does not live alone, and nor does our Oort cloud. We're interacting continuously, and in that way, we're connected to the much larger environment of the Milky Way.
This no man's land could help us travel to the stars. Because where our solar system ends, we might find stepping stones that could be the launch pad for a new interstellar journey.
One interesting thing about knowing now the structure of our solar system is that there are many more objects that we can use for resources as we venture out into interstellar space.
There's rock out there, there's ice. We might be able to replenish our spacecraft as we go past. Maybe something as distant and tenuous as the Oort cloud will be our next jumping off place to truly explore the galaxy.
We have much to learn about the solar system, with many new surprises to discover.
Every time we open a new window on the universe, we're surprised, and that's what excites me. Every morning I wake up and I'm surprised if I'm not surprised.
And as new technologies open up, so too will our understanding of what's out there.
We're building better telescopes, we're sending probes out into space. We have so much more to learn, and that's the real exciting part.
Our new eyes to the universe are showing our solar system in a whole new light. Slowly, we're piecing together the complex connections that bind it to our lives and to the universe beyond.
Every new discovery we make about the universe has told us that no solar system is an island, that material comes from outside and comes inside, and from inside goes to the outside. And so as we probe the outer edges of our solar system, we're changing what we mean by solar system.
We are taking the first baby steps off the planet and starting to look around our environment. And that's pretty neat.
The sun is like one voice in a vast chorus of hundreds of billions of other stars and their particular solar system. And I find it very poetic that in fact we are part of a much larger population out there.
To think that we found everything in our solar system, to assume we know everything, is not the way science works. Science works by pushing the frontiers, and we continue to do so. And in 10 years, if we do this program again, I wouldn't be surprised if we talk about new things.